Lucius.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm trying to do much better.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I have hypertension, and talking to the girls the other day, I have to get some of this weight off. I have to change my lifestyle. Got to quit smoking. And I haven't done that yet, but I'm working on it. My biggest problem is that I try to exercise, and I can't.
Yeah, it is hard.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I have been mashing my couch cushions for way too long.
Okay.
So I can't get halfway around the block before I just have to sit down, stop, and do nothing else. I'm stuck. I don't know what to do.
Well, how about I call your nurse friends who you spoke with the other day,
Okay.
and I have them come talk to you.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Okay, I'll do
Awesome.
that. I'll call them for you, okay?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, so when we were talking last time, you were telling me that adequate diet and exercise, I'm having a problem exercising. I feel horrible. Halfway around the block, the ants are passing me. I mean, it's horrible. It's awful.
Okay. Well, I have a nursing diagnosis for that.
Okay.
It's activity intolerance related to sedentary lifestyle. It's evidenced by exertional discomfort and dyspnea.
Okay, what's this mean?
It's where you get difficulty breathing when you're exercising.
And that is definitely true.
Yeah.
Okay. What can you do for me?
Well, we can evaluate perceived versus actual weakness. Assess your response to activity, which you said that you're short of breath and you can't really tolerate it. Encourage progressive activity as tolerated. You gotta build up your stamina. You can't just run a marathon.
Okay.
Encourage independence in carrying out daily tasks. You need to do them, not somebody else. And then assist you in getting achievable goals. So we gotta set some goals that are realistic.
Okay, so right now I can walk halfway around the block,
Yes.
and before I feel like I'm gonna die. And so now maybe I'll do it a quarter of the way around 3 times a day instead of halfway around once.
Right.
And then work up from there.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I've successfully lost some weight.
Well, good.
So that's some of the weight's coming off, and I haven't kicked the smokes yet, but I'm working on that too. Working on it. I know. I'm working on that too. And I expect you to. I expect you to. But I really, really appreciate it. Now, my doctor has given me like a bajillion medications.
Okay.
Now, one of these is Benazepril.
Okay.
What can you tell me about that?
Well, it's an ACE inhibitor.
Okay.
A
What's
good
that?
way to remember those is all the ACE inhibitors end in pril.
Okay, they end in pril.
It ACE stands for angiotensin converting enzyme, and it basically prevents angiotensin 2 from being made. So this will keep that from being made, which in response lowers your blood pressure.
Okay, so angiotensin 2 makes my blood pressure go up.
Right.
Okay. All right. So that's a definite need. What part of the body does this work on?
Your blood vessels.
It works on my blood vessels,
Yes.
and
It keeps them dilated so your blood pressure stays still.
okay. All right. Well, I have a couple more people coming in, and I really appreciate you coming by. So if there's anything I can ever do for you, you just holler. All right. Well, hey, Miss Erica.
Hey, how are you?
Well, the last time I made my rounds through my nursing friends, it turns out I have hypertension. I've been losing weight. I've been trying to exercise, but I've talked to Lauren about my activity intolerance. So my problem now is my doctor tells me I have to reduce stress. And on top of being Buster Bloodvessel PI, I'm in nursing school. That's impossible. I can't eliminate a whole lot of stuff to reduce stress. So, what you got for me?
Okay. Well, I do have a nursing diagnosis for you.
Okay.
Sounds like you have an ineffective coping related to inadequate relaxation, work overload, little exercise, as evidenced by chronic worrying, nursing school,
Yeah.
irritability, anxiety, and emotional tension as reported by you.
Yep, absolutely. So, what are some interventions that y'all can do for me?
First, we need to determine what is stressing you so we can evaluate the degree of impairment.
Yep. Okay.
Then we need to observe your behavior to assess their coping strategies.
Okay.
Okay? And then next, we need to report any sleep disturbance, irritability, or inability to cope.
Okay.
And then we need to assist you in identifying specific stressors and coping mechanisms that may help you.
Okay.
Okay? And then lastly, we need to encourage you to evaluate life priorities and whether the current path will help you to achieve those goals.
All right. So basically what you're saying is I have to be able to name everything
Pretty much.
so that I can work at it from there instead of just
Yep.
winging it. Okay. I can definitely do that. Well, my doctor has given me like a whole bunch of drugs. So he's given me carvedilol. And so what can you tell me about carvedilol?
Well, what that is, that's a beta blocker. And what a beta blocker is, it ends in LOL. So
Okay.
that's also a beta adrenergic blocker, and it blocks the effects of epinephrine.
Okay. So I know epinephrine makes you go.
Correct. Yep.
Okay. So epinephrine, it speeds up your heart, it constricts your blood vessels,
Mm-hmm.
and by blocking that, keep my heart from speeding up,
Yes, slows it.
keep my blood vessels from constricting. Okay. All right. So I really appreciate all your help, and wow, if there's anything I can ever do for you, just let me know.
Okay, sure.
Awesome. Thank you.
See you later.
All right. Awesome. Beth, did you find out what I need you to find out?
I did.
So, what you got for me?
Calcium channel blockers prevent.
That pill.
Yep,
Okay.
this one right here. Okay. It prevents calcium from entering muscle cells of the heart and vessels, relaxing and widening the vessels.
Okay. So, the doctor has given me 3 different pills that work in 3 completely different ways to try to keep my blood pressure down.
Yes,
We just cover all the bases.
exactly.
All right. I guess the only thing next is a diuretic, huh?
That's right.
Okay. Cool deal. Well, I really appreciate you doing that. And, wow. I'm tired. Let's go home.
All right, let's do it.
Because you know it's all about that ACE inhibitor. It's all about that beta blocker. It's all about that calcium channel blocker. It's all about that ACE. Yeah, it's pretty clear my hypertension's back. If I don't take these pills, might have a heart attack. My heart goes boom, 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 my red face and all the big plaque and all the tight spaces. My doctor says to me, you're gonna have to stop cooking with all that salt, it's gonna make you pop. If you got energy, just raise them up, make every inch of you perfect from the bottom to the top. Now your mama, she told you you better eat all your fries. There are children in Africa starving both day and night. So you're sitting here with a 37 BMI, and your heart can't take the blood pressure, it's way too high. Because you know it's all about that ACE inhibitor. It's all about that beta blocker. It's all about that calcium channel blocker. It's all about that ACE. Making my booty slide. Go ahead and bring these skinny britches back. Gonna exercise and that's a fact. Make every inch of me perfect from the bottom to the top. Now your mama, she told you you better eat all your fries. There are children in Africa starving both day and night. So you're sitting here with a 37 BMI, and your heart can't take the blood pressure, it's way too high. Because you know it's all about that ACE inhibitor.
It's all about that beta blocker. It's all about that calcium channel blocker. It's all about that ACE, It's all about that ACE inhibitor. It's all about that beta blocker. It's all about that calcium channel blocker. It's all about that ACE, It's all about that ACE inhibitor. It's all about that beta blocker. It's all about that calcium channel blocker. It's all about that ACE, It's all about that ACE inhibitor. It's all about that beta blocker. It's all about that calcium channel blocker. It's all about that ACE,
Like, yes. That was perfect. Oh my God, that was perfect.
Yeah, it was.
Wasn't that perfect?
It was good.